for Friday, 9 p.m. with M's. Would you get your tail? Come here, just sit here. He just wants to get so close. It's weird. Come on then. Come on. Oh, you just love the head thing, don't you? Yes, you do. You purring. Yes, you are purring. It's like a bloody panther. I swear to God. So 8 o'clock, guys, is the interview. That's if Angie has not forgotten. And I hope not, because I've been looking forward to it all day. All right, crazy Nan. Oh,
I know, where is he?
Put him half on my leg and half on the bed. See, I've got this whole bed, and he needs to sit right here. I love it, really, because he loves me. Oh. Hey, Shelby.
He's so cute, his Baba Lucia.
I know the Lulu. Yeah, I'm good. You're right. Yeah, we're just chilling out after the bloody rants I've had bloody a week, I think.
It wouldn't... Listen, Angie, it wouldn't be the same if we didn't have an Angie rant. Come on. Oh, dear.
You're a good boy.
So is NJ asking... Did you say NJ's asking you the question, or are you asking him the questions?
No, he's interviewing me.
Oh, okay.
Why am I in the pub? That'll be number 7. Oh. Well, that's okay, though. Number 7.
Yeah, you just need to push it back down because you come off it.
Yeah.
It won't take you long.
Yeah, love you. Oh.
Heart means everyone if you ain't sent them already.
The film we went and saw in the cinema, guys, someone's asked me in the comments, it was brilliant. It was brilliant. Bit teary towards the end. I can't obviously tell you then if you haven't seen it. So a bit teary towards the end, but it was really good. I'm so glad that we went because it was lovely. So
between 4 and 6, double points. Popular start at 8. Oh, double points on the popular at 8 o'clock. So at 8 o'clock, everyone, you got double points on the popular.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that a new thing, or is that something that's always been around, Diana?
I think it's a new thing. I think it's because there's a thing on with the popular.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, guys. Sorry, I've just got a headache. So
It's called Fantastic Journey.
Hey, Corrupted Clout, you all right? Well, I don't know where NJ is, by the way. It's only, we've got half an hour, haven't we? So, yeah.
Well, hopefully he comes in soon to get ready for the interview. Have you got any idea what he's going to ask you?
No. I hope he's going to come in. Yeah, because he's not going to get a second chance. Absolutely not. Second chance.
Oh, Christ. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Ain't no second chances around these ways.
Anyway, what's happening on TikTok? Let me have a look, see if there's any videos I've got. Yeah. Right, have a look.
So has it been boring today, or has it just been the normal?
Oh, God, it's been drama today.
Has it?
There has been a lot of drama. I can't get into my TikTok. Why can't I get into my TikTok? Thank you guys for the help me's. I don't care about Dan, what colour he's gone. So what? He's not famous on, he's not a celebrity. Why do you care?
Likes to think he is, doesn't he?
Yeah, he hasn't been on here a bloody month. I can't seem to get my TikTok, I don't know why. On this account, it's just a blank screen.
Thank you, Steph.
Wow, okay, I've got it. Right, let's have a look. See what videos people have sent me. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Right, I've got a few videos.
You finally came out. Okay.
Chloe and Luke joined Pearl's Bright.
Just
No
wait
one
on,
cares
somebody
about your
gave
fake
that.
drama.
Or
Chloe taking no
two
prisoners
things that I
and it's
just
not in
want
a
to
good
speak
mood.
about.
No
Yeah,
one
me love.
cares. What's this about?
If I hear the B word on this app
What's the B word?
one more time, and by B word, I ain't talking about bitch. I ain't talking about bastard. I'm talking about the word but. So-and-so was racist, but so-and-so was transphobic, but so-and-so body shamed so-and-so, but Ted Bundy murdered loads of people, but like, what can people do?
Wade Wilson's on death row, but oh my God, he's incredibly looking.
I knew you were going to say that.
Incredibly good
Hold them
looking.
accountable for those things.
I was waiting
Does
for that.
something that hurts another person, that isn't kind, that is nasty, let's stop justifying it. There is absolutely no reason to insult somebody, another human being, based on their gender, race, sexual preference, or anything to do with what they look like. There is no good reason and there is no good excuse. Do I think that people who do this should be burned at the stake? No. But I do think that they should be held accountable for their actions, and I do think that they should apologise and educate themselves on behaving more appropriately. But I am sick to death of hearing, but just own it. Don't excuse the behaviour. Thank you very much. As you were.
He's at Gracie. Yeah. It is. Gracie is boring. She's not on TikTok really much anymore, I think is she concentrating on it. I know she's got a job, hasn't she? I think EQ said she's got a job.
Has she?
Yeah. Who's been saying I'm not a racist, but that will not come out of my mouth. I'm just not a racist, full stop. I used to call her mother her paid cleaner. Yeah, but I think that was an act, wasn't it? You know what I mean? Oh, no.
Office part-time.
I don't know then. Oh?
Someone said an office part-time.
Oh, she's got an office part-time. Yeah. Well, she definitely don't need the money, does she?
Real life,
What's this about?
labelled as a,
Oh,
as a
sorry. Labelled as a race. This is old. I didn't actually hear that. I didn't actually hear the live. This is old though, isn't it? This is old. I think it's been reposted.
You.
What dates are these? It's an hour ago.
Really surprised no one pulled her the other day when she was saying porky to that person. I can't remember what it was about now.
Yeah, same, Ziana.
Something. That word I said was not racist, full stop, right?
I'm sure it is a Muslim
Race,
person and she's
as
saying
everybody-
porky this, porky that.
Telling us is who I said it to.
Yeah.
So that word in itself was not a racist word. Yeah. But I got confused
We know
because I said
that.
that word to a black woman angrily, a word. But I do not want to put my family in that particular lens.
Oh, forget that. Anyway.
Markles.
Hello, I've just
Like a week ago. So I don't know what I'm playing here. I'm just going through the list of people. I'm just going through.
Mocked Corey.
Delete of Angie takes over Pearl's live. Oh. What does Top Girl say?
On everything you are now
I
talking
don't think I was listening to Top Girl.
you've done yourself. So shut the fuck up and actually listen to people.
Well, calling someone an MONG 5 times, you need to take accountability for as well.
Slating me just before she come in this
Can
box.
I reply now? Corey brought my family up, but you're forgetting that. Yes, with it, every reaction is a reaction. He brought up my
I
family.
mean, every reaction has a reaction. Forget that. That's it, guys. I don't think. Oh, what's this? Yes. Oh, okay. NJ has just messaged me and said, "Hello, Angie. Are we still on for 8 p.m.?"
Yes.
Yes. What's this one? Strange
Big up, Sheena.
behaviour.
Your mummy's fucking innocent.
Thank you guys for all the videos. My head is bursting. My filter keeps dropping. So hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho.
That's a photo slip. It's 2025.
Oh Oh God.
Hey ho, my filter keeps slipping. Hey ho, I don't care less. Hey ho, I don't know any of you. Who gives a... At least I show my face, filter or not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
At least you're not fake about it either,
yeah.
like some people are.
Healthy, but I'm not drinking as much, Grandma. So yes. I mean, I'm still gonna have a drink on a Friday, but it's on a Friday.
It's doing wonders for your skin, Ange.
Just waiting for just the weekend. Oh no,
Eternity said she freaking love you.
Eternity.
Oh.
I've got Matt in the box. Oh yeah, Tree Fighter, yeah.
Hi, Ange. How you doing?
Said it wasn't, Lottie. Hello, Matt. You right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh my god.
Ange, I need to get an update picture of
Yeah.
of your bed.
Thank you, Pet. Listen, I still have my rent, so I can't help that.
And you didn't hear what he just said.
I know. He goes live with this. That's what. You know what I mean? It's weird.
No, it's weird when you look on there and he's got...
He was live and he put my bloody bedroom up as his green screen with a bottle of wine at the top there. What the hell, Matt?
And there was no one in the room.
He's in here.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I actually felt sorry for you.
I'm just going to check his water's out there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I thought Matt's got Angie's background. I thought, let's have a look. I looked and he had 0 people in the room. I thought,
Guys, quickly jump out the box. Jump out the box quick. I need a picture of the bed.
What you should be drinking.
Absolutely not.
Water. That's what
You'll have to have us in the box, Matt. He's like, jump out the box quick. I need a picture.
Oh, do you know what? That
Oh
would
my
have been
God, did you just take a picture?
as well while she was leaning on it? Fuck.
Angie, Sheila's calling you. Sheila's calling you.
I hope you haven't took a picture of us two in the box and Angie's bedroom. Oh dear.
That can go there. Oh my goodness me.
Oh God, he's gone quiet. What's he doing?
I was going to say something like that, Grandma, but then I'll get told that I'm enabler and telling her to be naughty. Enablers. Grandma said, bend over on the bed, Ange.
What the hell, guys? What the hell? What the hell?
Oh, could you imagine?
Did you get your questions for our Friday interview, by the way, in Discord?
Oh, I swear to God.
Has everyone been putting questions in the Discord for Angie's
Have a
interview?
look, see what questions we've got.
Oh, flippin' heck. Oh, behave, Ruby. At least I'm laughing. It's better to be laughing than crying.
No, but do you know what gets me? She's been a sheep and written it after 99 people have written it. One person's already written it. You don't need to put that.
I know.
Copycat.
I've actually seen a few people write it and I'm like...
Stop being a copycat.
I thought you were going to say something different then.
Angie, quick question, darling. Angie, quick question. If you was blind, how
At least
would
I
you
can afford the food.
How would you eat salt, Angie?
Ruby.
What?
How'd you eat salt?
What do you mean, how would I eat salt?
Out of the jar. Angie, do us a favour.
What?
Look at the screen.
No.
No, Angie, look
You
at
can
the
send me a
screen.
uni.
Right, no, whoa. Now look up at the ceiling
Piss off, man.
and open your mouth. Listen, look at the ceiling and open your mouth.
Oh my God, no. Oh my God.
I
This is
started
what-
asking questions for Discord, guys. I'll pick the top 5.
Oh, I'm so embarrassing, am I? So are you.
Yeah, Zach already got up with that one. Remember when he got you to do that and he was like, now shake it. I can't remember what it was though in your hand.
Oh, bloody hell.
But he's like, give it a shake now. And you was there with your mouth open. So you can't do that one, Matt.
Oh, flipping it. I dread to think what his next picture is going to be. Oh, bloody hell.
Another one of Angie's stalkers.
Where?
At least this one's male, Ange, Matt. You're moaning that there are always women. You got a male now.
You know the scariest thing about it?
Oh, God.
Do we want to know?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you anyway.
She's funny.
Spit it out then, or shouldn't have said that. What is it, Matt?
Matt, come on, we're waiting.
Keeping
We're
us in
patiently waiting.
anticipation.
Oh, flipping it. Come on, Matt. What is it?
Is this what you do to all the women?
Ignore them.
Keep them hanging around.
Get your questions in for Discord, guys. We've got 10
And
minutes.
do you
guys.
live
Can we
near-
start, can we start sharing live? At
Oh,
5:30,
Ange, do
guys?
you live by Battersea? Because there's a huge fire at the moment. Oh, that's the dog's home, innit? Not
Guys,
the
can we
dog's
start
home.
sharing live at 5:02, guys? For the interview.
Just never. Just going to give you a bit of a heads up. If you keep putting comments like that in a comment, I'm going to mute you for the whole entire live.
And
So
it's
maybe,
a flat.
so maybe have a think about it before you put the next comment.
They're rent a fire at Battersea. People shouldn't write the things like that.
No, you shouldn't.
Right. Oh, what's wrong with this?
Oh, I'm looking forward to this interview now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why it's put Sarah's written.
5:02. Start sharing it, guys. The live, please. Thank you.
It's at the flats near Battersea.
Oh, that's so sad.
What's happened?
There's a big flat fire in Battersea or something.
Not the Battersea Dog Home.
That's what I said. No, I forgot that it said flat on the end of it. As soon as someone says Battersea, you think of the dog's home, don't you?
No, just never. It's because you're being an idiot. That's why. Like, you spend the time to make the comment. Like, do you not have anything nice to do in your life that you have to put comments in like that? It's bothering you more than it's bothering me. If you don't like my laugh, that's on you, not me.
What's wrong with this stupid thingy, Bobby? Guys, can we start on? It's only 10:02. It's only 10:02. Oh, what the hell is wrong with this goddamn phone? So weird. I'm having a heart attack.
Someone think about that, Lisa. Something about a girl that was KILED'd on the train.
I was just looking at that.
Someone was on.
Guys, we're going to... AJ and NJ host will be here soon, guys, for the interview.
Ange, Donna's just took a picture of you.
What the hell?
She just screenshotted you.
Why did you screenshot me, Donna? Oh my...
What?
Oh my God, I've got another stalker on my hands, guys. I can't cope.
Matt, what have you
I just
started?
took a photo.
Thanks, Willowsma.
What the hell?
Please tell me it wasn't Matt on a different account.
This is weird. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Hello, just something.
Hi, Ange. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. You're right.
Yeah, I'm not too bad. I've been kind of a silent viewer for a number of years now, to be fair. I've gifted you, nothing big, bits and bobs.
Thank you.
But Smiles, seriously, just have your own opinion, because as viewers, I can't speak for everybody, it's frustrating. Because you're always going to sentence with "I agree" or "exactly" and have the fake laugh. So what have you got to say about that? Then threaten to mute. Then threaten to moot, not mute.
We say mute over here.
Right, first and
Angie
foremost,
doesn't.
Well, I
first
do.
and foremost, my laugh is not fake. And I really couldn't give a shit what you think. If you continue to write comments like that in the comments, I will mute you. Because I'm sick and tired of people like you coming in here causing trouble.
Mute.
I don't
Causing
care how
trouble.
you say it. I don't care
This
how
is
you
my
say it.
opinion.
And my opinion is my opinion
Angie,
as well.
excuse me, let me speak.
It's Small's birthday.
I have
You've
been
just
watching
come in and
Angie
started
for.
on a
I
pizza.
have happy birthday, Smiles.
No, I
Sorry,
don't want
Ziana,
to.
didn't realise. But
I agree.
this is a live where people can have their own
I agree.
opinions, and Angie listens. So why can't you just take on board what people are saying? It's not just me.
So I'm not allowed. So let me get this right. So I come in the box and I'm not allowed to agree with Angie. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying have your own opinion.
That is my own goddamn opinion, you stupid
Because you-
woman.
Excuse me.
Honestly,
Am I
yeah,
shouting?
excuse me,
Have I
exactly
hit
that.
a nerve? Have I hit a nerve?
So she says she agrees with Angie, but she meant to say she doesn't because you don't like the fact that she does.
No, Ziana, no.
Right, guys.
no.
Sorry, darling. Sorry
But
to jump
just
in.
have your own
Is it
opinions,
great
Smile.
news?
That
Stop
is
being
my
a
own
Angie's
goddamn
arse.
opinion, and I'm not changing for the
Of
likes of
course
you.
it is, because
Thank
you're
you very much.
bras. And we're in September. We're heading towards Christmas.
Yeah,
Oh,
does
do you
anybody
know
agree
what?
or not?
Do you know what?
I'm going
Just
to
for
moot
that,
you. I'm going to moot you. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, happy birthday, Smiles.
I like watching Angie, but you, I'm sorry, but I don't know. There's just something about you that seems fake. And I'm sorry to say
Really?
that on your birthday, but yes, you do not have your own opinion. And it's not just me that said it. You get abuse all the time. And I've never interacted. I've never left comments. But tonight, it's so obvious.
Maybe she's extra happy because it's her birthday.
She doesn't seem, Tiana, I know. And I'm sorry, I didn't realise it was your birthday. And I
go to hell.
apologise.
Why don't you go,
Go
to
to
hell?
hell.
Why don't I make
See-
my birthday just a little bit sickening, don't you? Thank you very much for being in a
here
really
we
bad
go.
mood now.
Victim,
You jumped up little person.
victim. Tiana, I didn't know it was a birthday.
There's just no need for
And
it.
I apologise. I apologise
You're just
for that.
like the
I'm not
sheep in the
sure.
comments. Do you know everyone that goes at her? It's £78. Get to grip of all of you. No, none of you ever mention it. Did any of you give her a pound of it? No, you never. So leave her alone.
It's not, yeah, but Ziana, it's not just that. Come on,
What,
I'm
'cause
sorry,
she has
but
a
when you
laugh
and Angie,
she comes in and she has a chat with Angie and she agrees with her.
listen. I'm not a troll. I'm just giving my honest opinion, which Angie does, which I respect. But what I'm saying is, when you and Angie had that fallout, she was one of the first in the boxes to start slagging you off, going, "Oh, well, I wouldn't do that, Angie. I wouldn't go on somebody else's life."
And I loved it because it showed Angie who true friends are.
So you agree then? She's fake.
She ain't fake.
So what do you
That
mean by
didn't make her
fake?
fake. She felt that way.
I think she was.
And now because she's
Why
found out that
though?
we are really friends, obviously she don't
I'm
feel
trying
that way.
to sort it out because I can't get a word Listen.
We ain't friends like
Oh, no,
Angie and
stop it.
Smallsy's friend. Smalls is Angie's friend. I am Angie's friend. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's just. Yeah. Listen.
Right, Angie, don't do that again, please, no, darling, because you're going to give yourself a heart attack. Please don't do that again.
I'm just listening to the comments.
Yeah, I know, you're going to give yourself high blood pressure, then you're going to pass out, and then you're going to fall on the floor, and then we're going to have the ambulance, and then we're going to have the police. No, just calm yourself down. You're going to do yourself a mischief.
Listen, okay, we've got this interview in 2 minutes anyway. So I mean,
right, guys, get your follows in then before we go.
Okay. I'll still continue to watch you, Ange, but there's just, like I said, for me, Smiles proved her fakeness with the whole Ziana situation, which I thought was very clever, by the way.
Yeah, I think it's just it is her opinions, you know what I mean?
I know, but it's always like, it's the right opinion. It's what you want to hear.
No, I think she disagrees with my opinion, to be fair.
Well, I've never heard her disagree.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with someone being just agreeable and not wanting to argue.
I know, but just get a voice. Just have your own opinion, just like you
there's
do.
a lot of
That's
sheep on
all.
here. I'm not saying that's what she is, but however, she's just wanting her own opinion. I mean,
yeah.
Sometimes it's just better to agree than always be argumentative. I'm not saying that's what she is, but, that's her opinions at the end of the day. Sorry, Zana, just one sec.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm going to drop because you've got your interview soon anyway, but I just thought I'd voice my opinion.
I'll go out.
Does anybody else agree or not?
No.
There's a lot of people in the comments before I even jumped up that were making references to Smiles, so I'm not the only one.
Aye.
And I'm just voicing my own opinion, which this live is about. Sorry?
I said you're the only one who had the bollocks to jump up and say something.
Well, seemingly, yeah. I don't regret jumping up at all, but you can see in the comments, some people agree, some people disagree. That's what opinions are all about.
There's a day for it, though, isn't there?
Sorry?
There's a day for it, though, isn't there? Everyone knows it was a birthday today. We've been.
I'm sorry, Ziana, but I work full time. I did not know it was her birthday today.
We were saying it all day yesterday, all day today.
As I say, I work full time, so how am I expected to know it's somebody's birthday that I've never met who's on TikTok?
I messaged you in the comments and I said, leave her alone. It's her birthday today. Why are you fucking bullying her?
How can I keep up with all these comments? Like Angie, I can't keep up with the comments. I'm not looking at the comments.
You messaging other people, don't you?
Yes, I have, before I jumped in the box.
Well, why come up and have a go at her?
Get your facts
The best thing to do is
You're
just
another yes
apologise and just
person.
drop back into the comments.
She's not hurting anybody.
I think that's wise. Queen, whatever your name is, shut your mouth.
You shut your fucking mouth.
You not.
Apologise.
Yeah, I'm just messaging now to see if he's coming. I don't know. He sent it to me at 6 p.m. I didn't realise that. So I don't know if he's looked. He's checked it.
Just leave her be and let her fucking enjoy herself. Do you know what I mean?
Like I said, I don't know if you're deaf or whatever, but I did not know it was her
I'll
birthday.
make you fucking deaf in a minute if you don't shut
Really?
your
Is that a threat?
Yeah.
How are you
It's
going to
actually
threaten
a
me on
promise.
TikTok? Get a grip, grow up, woman.
It's a promise,
if that's what you are.
darling.
Thank you guys for
We
that.
don't like
Me. How are you going to threaten me?
Guys, please get your snacks in. There's going to be a bitch
Queen,
fight.
whatever your name is.
No, we don't like
Threaten me.
fucking bullies. That's the
Come on,
problem.
guys, get your snacks
Say that
in.
again.
We don't like bullies.
Thank you, House.
Oh, I'm a bully.
Yeah, you are.
So because I've got an opinion, that makes me a bully.
No, you're coming for her for no reason. She's not dirting you, is she?
For no reason at all. Listen, how
She's
many
not saying
times has
anything
Angie
bad
said,
to you.
shut your mouth? How many times
You
has
shut
Angie
your
said,
fucking mouth.
how many times, I'm going to speak to you like you're speaking to me with absolutely no respect.
Oh, go
How
on,
many
then.
times has Angie said, stop bullying Smiles in the comments?
Oh, God.
But what's your
Got no
problem with
answer.
what
You've got no answer.
You've shit her fucking birthday.
Oh, shut up. Of course I haven't shit him. Why is she spending her birthday on TikTok?
Because she wants
Spending time with a friend. She's been out today and she's come back and had an hour on TikTok. What's it got to do with
Exactly.
But
She's been
again,
out with her family.
And you've just pissed
You've
her
got
off.
no
I
else to
feel
Pissed her
bullied.
off.
I feel bullied.
Oh my God, get out the fucking
Angie.
violin.
Double points, everyone, on the popular. Don't let this distract you. Double points from 8 till 9. Let's get on that
Everyone
podium.
share the live to NJ Host. He said we'd still doing for 8. I've messaged him. Yes. NJ Host, where are you? Can we all share the live to NJ Host? Because I want to do my interview now.
Live out, I've shared it twice.
Everyone share the live to NJ Host, please. Please.
Just leave Smiles alone.
Right, while
Just say, Queen, whatever you say, sis.
NJ host, Queen, go ahead. Where's she gone?
Yes,
Who's going to have a bitch fit with this woman now?
Look, Angie, I'm gonna drop. I've said my opinion. I'm sorry that it's been taken the wrong way, but I don't appreciate being bullied by that stupid woman that's just dropped. I did not know it was her birthday, as in Smiles. I just voiced my opinion, just as everybody else does, apart from Smiles. That's all. Okay. I wish you the best of luck in the battle. Sorry, not the battle. You're having an interview, aren't you? And I'm going to drop.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Toodle fucking pip.
Oh, shut up.
You had to have the last word, didn't you?
Oh, wow.
I don't think you know how to drop. Do you want me to drop you?
Yes, please. I can't wait.
Where the hell is NJ Host? Can everyone send it to him, please? Because he said we still here for 8. Well, it's now 8:04.
Let's make sure we ain't gone live right there.
It's me. Can everyone share the live to NJ Host? He's gone to bed. He's not coming. Are you serious? NJ using you and you can't. Oh, for God's sake. It's just an interview, love. It's just an interview. Bloody hell. He hasn't gone to bed. He's messaged me to say if we're still on. That's a troll. All right.
Guys, does anybody feel better about that woman's
Can
opinion?
everyone share the live, please, to NJ Host? Because I'm not going to get him to the interview again, otherwise. Right, okay, Sienna, you're going to have to interview me. Get out, Matt, get out, everyone. Sienna, are you up for the interview?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Sorry, guys, thank you for joining. Off you pop. Right. Now let's put it on the...
If you've got any questions to ask Angie, come into the Discord and I will ask them from there.
And you can ask anything you want, be as savage as you want. If you don't want to be savage, any questions you want.
I'm in the gossip room waiting. So, Angela, this is tonight your big interview and we would like to know all about you. So, what made you start TikTok?
My friend Emma, the one that came and fixed the bed, she told me about TikTok. I decided to have a look at TikTok, so I've been scrolling through the videos. Unfortunately, I came through some really traumatizing videos of dogs, which I won't talk on because I don't want to trigger you guys. But however, it was very triggering. So I decided not to use it. But then I thought I'd just scroll a little bit more, a bit further on. And then I decided to, you know what, I'm going to join TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, there's NJ Host. NJ
Yay! Right, I'm going. See you in a minute.
Diana.
Stay by the bell.
And why are you late, NJ Host? Right, where is he? Here he is. I'm all excited about
Have you ever heard of something called black man timing?
No? Is that when you're late?
Yes, that's when
Have
I'm
you
late.
heard of Don't Be Late for the Queen?
Yeah, but Angie, please just give me 10 minutes and I will be ready. Let me get my laptop on because I've got the questions on there,
Did you
okay?
say 10 minutes or 2 minutes?
If I say 2 and then be 10, you see Anna's going to come back up here. Hello, Nicole, how are you? Angie, I've got some really interesting questions. Be
Nicole,
patient.
yeah. Oh, I'm worried.
Be patient.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Look, the time is now 7 minutes past. I will be here at 17 minutes past, okay?
Okay.
Oh, Angie, Canadian Angie, let it go, will ya? All right, we're back in a minute, Angie.
All right, 10 minutes, guys. We will be starting the interview. And see, we've got some interesting questions. Oh, so people who want to join the box for the next 10 minutes while we wait for NJ host. You bastard. Do I look like someone that I should be waiting for? You know what I mean? Why am I waiting for you? You should be waiting for me. Oh, sorry, Bubbly, just scared him. Hey, Zayana.
Right, anyone that ain't sent a heart me while Angie's doing this interview
10 minutes
will be getting blocked. So get them heart me's in.
Yes, let's
And we're
go.
being strict tonight.
Well, do you want to ask a couple of questions from the Discord while we wait?
Yeah. Wait there, where's it?
So we will get a couple of questions in while we wait for NJ host, guys. At 17 past, that's 10 minutes, guys. Make sure if you do disappear or don't disappear, that you're here. Thank you, everybody, for the heart me's. Thank you so much, guys. Last time I did it, Canadian Angie did interview me, but I was a bit drunk.
Another one is, what has been your most memorable moment on TikTok?
Oh, that's a good one. Memorable, something that I'll always remember. Oh, God, I'll always remember saying that I shagged my dog.
Yeah, that one in a hurry.
But it is a memorable moment.
You said you slept with your dog.
Yeah.
It's just everyone turned it to the other word.
There was more to it, to be fair. But I can't believe how many people believed it. I got dragged. I honestly think that's on Drama Talk. That was the first ever live that actually went so viral. And that was just such a big shock to a lot of people on the Drama Talk on TikTok. And it was like no one else had said something or done something so bad. That's how it felt. And that's when I think TikTok kind of just took off then after that, where people were doing, wanting, doing these, trying to, get reactions out of people and doing things, saying things. But I had set the little thingy bob, whatever you call that, the bar, and that's it. Drama TikTok was... When I dropped a phone on my track, that was a memorable moment, yes. There's many. I think also meeting people like my friends, Eternity, yourself, many people. I think I've made many friends, many enemies.
If we said your happiest moment then?
Huh?
If we said your happiest moment on TikTok.
But can I say, I also realised, how many morons there are in the world. And that's scary. How many people believe shit on TikTok? How many people twist things on TikTok? How many people have that selective hearing and selective outrage? And I'm thinking, is this the real world? Is this just TikTok? Yeah. I mean, but I've learned a lot from TikTok as well. So I've done a lot of debates and I had a lot of discussions and all that, yeah. Phone trick, yeah. Next.
Who's your favourite creator on there?
Creator?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't really have a favourite creator, to be honest with you, that I watch. I think I'll just have to be a random. Because people piss me off too much to watch them. Like, I could be watching someone and my name will be brought up. So that's going to piss me off. So, here we go again kind of thing. So I tend to not watch. You know what I mean? You know what people do is another thing is they get me in the box and they get my haters in the box and they want that beef. But they're not thinking, they're not actually thinking because they would do so well if they did not do that. Because I don't jump in boxes because of that reason. I only go in certain people's boxes like Canadian Angie. I mean, I went in Pearls today and look what happened there. I won't be getting her in a box again, So I tend to not jump into people's boxes for that reason. But the people do it for the views, right? But they're not really thinking, because if you're doing it for the views, you'd want me to get in the box, right? But I'm not going to get in the box when they're all, do you know what I mean? I mean, I do expect people to come in and maybe question me or, if they don't like me and say something, but I'm not going to get in with someone I really dislike. Do you know what I mean? So they don't tend to get the views.
You like that cowboy man, don't you?
No,
the cowboy man that says, "Where's my dinner?"
Yeah, Angie, you're on track. Oh, for God's sake! I don't know how to do this when I'm sober. I need a drink. So, what's the next question, Mr. So It All? What does Mr. Do you mean Mr. Know It All? That I am, yes. Some good questions on Discord, Zayana.
Is you really ginger or is it fake?
I am ginger, yes. It's more auburn.
I love the colour of your hair. What can we ask this? What do you really think of Nick?
My Nick?
Nick.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with Nick. She hasn't done anything to me. Not that I've seen. Right? She might have made some comments. She's someone that has sent me a lot of gifts. She sent me a phone. She sent me many things. And I find it really hard to, dislike someone and block someone that has gifted, sent me so many gifts. Yeah, it's like, throwing it back in their face in some ways, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
But stalkers send gifts.
But she hasn't. Yeah, but she hasn't done anything to me personally. I know she's done things to what Ternity has said, and other people. And yes, they are my friends. But she has sent me things, and I find that hard to throw that in my face. Her face. Do you know what I mean? For what she has given me.
She ain't done nothing wrong to you so far.
Yeah, she hasn't done anything wrong to me. Money isn't everything, but when someone is gifting you, it's really hard to throw it back in their face, because I think if I sent somebody a gift and then they blocked me, I'd be like, wow. You know what I mean? So money talks. So get the heart in. Next question. I'm feeling nervous.
I don't want to take all NJ's questions.
I'm feeling nervous. Yeah, but there might not be the same questions.
Okay. What made you get inside with the drama side of TikTok? That is one that I think you might ask you. That's why I didn't want to ask it. No, it's okay. Okay, it's okay.
Okay. What made me get onto the drama side? I think it just happened. I think I was just nosy. I love drama. And I was watching drama. I started going live, having my opinions. I started having my opinions in videos. So, and I was very controversial. So people were arguing at me, in my videos, I'm wrong, I'm this, I'm that. Well, it was just my opinion. So then I started going live, but I never got into the drama side. No, that's when I was still going live. But when I was going live, I was doing something else. Do you know what I mean? But what made me get into the drama side? Yeah, I think it was just my opinions on people. So I just started watching, I think, Miss Red. And then I started going live and started having opinions, yeah. And then people jumped in my boxes. I did the debates, and that was really good. That's what really kind of grew my platform, as the debates, not the dog. So, yeah, and that's what happened. And then I did the FYP.
Oh.
Okay, NJ Host, are you here? Because it's 17 past.
I think you said one more.
Okay, one more question then.
These are savage in this Discord.
Okay, that's okay.
I don't know if it is because it's about myself. Why do you put up with Smiles and Ziana when they are incredibly annoying? I put up with Bias now.
I love Smiles because she's always got my back. She doesn't, people say she doesn't have her own opinion. She does have her own opinions. They are her opinions. And some people just don't want to argue all the time. So there's nothing wrong with that either, And, I mean, she blocked you. She's very loyal. And I like that about her. And, she screen records for me and she sends me videos at times, for the FYP, So, yeah, she's very loyal, Smiles. So I haven't got anything bad to say about Smiles. I don't care about her past. I mean, people hate on her because they have a dislike for her, You may find her annoying, but she's harmless. Sayana, I find it annoying at times. Because I think that she does sometimes talk over people. But that's the only downside I have with Zayana. Apart from that, Zayana's also, yourself, is also very loyal. She's always got my back. She's always been there for me, done quite a lot for me. So yeah, and we speak off TikTok, and I do like speaking to Diana on the phone. I probably speak more to Diana than I do others now. Well, in the past couple of days anyway, because we did that little setup as well. But yeah.
Talk over you all the time because I took my mic off about 3 times and put it back on.
So yeah.
Things pop in the head and I just want to say, right, see you later. Bye.
Diana. Oh, this is fun.
Hello, Angie.
Hi, Angie. Yay.
Thank you for having me. My days. It's been a very long day today.
I'm so nervous, Angie.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know.
You have no reason to be nervous. Don't you worry, Angie. I got you. So thank you for being the first person who I'm going to be interviewing.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm interviewing Ems on Friday, 9 p.m.
Oh, are you? Okay, let's get the interviews in. Let's make that interesting. It'd be good for people to have a broader perspective of each other. So first things first, Angie, because you said you're a bit, what's the word? Nervous. We'll do a quick icebreaker.
Okay.
So I'm going to fire some questions at you, and you're just going to answer one or the other, okay? So, Angie, would you prefer cats or dogs?
Oh, that's a hard one because I've got a cat, but yeah, I've had dogs. I'm going to have to say dogs.
Dogs, okay. Summer or winter?
Oh, that's a hard one as well because I love the summer, but yeah, when the summer's here, I can't wait for the winter. I'll have to go with winter.
Okay. New Zealand or England?
Oh, New Zealand.
New Zealand all the way, okay. White wine or red?
Red.
Red. Okay. The pub or a club?
Pub.
Okay. Jeremy Kyle or Jerry Springer?
Oh. Kyle.
Okay. Corey Wilde or Alex Brigham?
Oh my God. Corey Wilde.
Okay. Top Girl or Just Nana?
I'm not even talking on that other one. So that I'm not even gonna, no comment.
Oh, come on, Angie. That's the one or the other. Top Girl. Okay. Torian or Paige?
Torian.
Okay. FYP or Drama Lives? Which one do you like most?
Drama Lives.
Okay. Ange, obviously, I'm going to ask you this, and this is just fully based on mod, okay? Not on who do you like more. But Zayana or Linz? Based on mod duty, guys.
Linz.
Linz, okay. And then the last one is Misread or Pearl?
Oh my God. Misread.
Misread. Okay, cool. Thank you for that, Angie. How do you feel about that? You feel more into it now, yeah? You feel
yes,
more.
I'm ready.
Okay, then cool. So the first thing that I'd like to ask you is, can you tell us a bit about your background? Where was you born, and what was your upbringing like?
Oh, okay. I was born in New Zealand, from Auckland. Yeah, my upbringing was really good. Yeah. I think my dad was the gel to the family. Absolutely. I think without my father, I think it would have been very tough. Yeah. I think it was good. Yeah, they put me into a lot of things, ballet, jazz, piano. They did all of that. I think my father was there for me more than my mother.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we had a lot more respect for him growing up.
Okay, so like a stronger bond.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for answering that.
I had a good upbringing, yeah. I can't complain about my childhood, yeah.
That's nice to know. Obviously, I would like to know about school as well. So what was your school life like for you? Like, did you enjoy it? Was you academically smart?
Yeah, I was a bit of a
fun
loner.
memories.
You know what? I had so many friends in middle school. So many friends. As soon as I hit high school, I was a loner. It was quite pathetic. I would actually sit and have lunch on my own.
Why was that?
I don't know. It was really weird because I think they put me into the a class for the dummies because you had all the classrooms at the top, and we were put kind of you had this field and we were like at the bottom.
Was that due to your behaviour though? Or?
I don't know. Well, when I looked around the classroom, yeah, I imagine so. Yeah, it was kind of felt like a prison. It was really, really weird. But yeah, having all the classrooms all together at the top and we were kind of at the bottom of the field. And then, yeah, I think it was for the troublesome kids. I'm not going to lie. So I was put there.
That did happen to a lot of people, though. Do you know what I mean? In primary school and everything, you might have been like a higher
Never said anything to you. They never told you that.
Say that again?
They never told you that.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah, and I found it hard to make friends there. And a lot of the times I was sitting having lunch on my own. I had no friends. And, oh, God, get the violins out. Yeah, so, and I think I was picked on quite a lot when I got to high school as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you think that affected your adulthood a lot?
No, not really, because it's not something I really think about. You know, I mean, I was pushed into swimming pool and everything. I'm not even lying. With all my clothes on. Yeah, because we had a pool in our school, yeah. So I was pushed into the school with my clothes on and anything. Yeah, everything, yeah. So it wasn't like the bullying as it is today, though. I think the bullying today is awful. So it wasn't that kind of bullying. I mean, yeah. But I don't think it affected me, no. It's not something I really think of.
Okay.
But then when I came to this country, I went as a girls' school.
Oh, okay. So you go. So leading on to that question, then. So I might as well ask you now. So when did you move to the UK? Like, why? And if you could turn back the hands of time, would you have stayed in your homeland?
Yeah, I would have stayed. Yeah, I think just because we've had so much bad luck moving here. Well, we haven't really done much, living here. So yeah, I think my parents came because all my family are British, so they came to see their brothers and all that kind of thing. Got a big family. But then after a while, they kind of just stopped seeing each other. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I do regret leaving, yeah. But it was only meant to come for a holiday. Well, that's what I was told anyway. We just stayed. And then I went to a girls' school here.
So you didn't even really get to say bye to the people you cared about in your homeland?
No, I got to say bye, but I thought we were going for a holiday.
No, I mean, because you thought you was going on a holiday. Next minute, you're a British.
Well, I thought we were coming for a few months.
Okay, then. So, what was the transition like when you moved? Was it a culture shock, or did you fit straight into the British culture?
Oh, I loved it because it was the big buildings, the lights. It was very different from New Zealand, yeah. But I missed the beaches and all those kind of things, Oh, I loved it here. The snow. Hadn't seen snow for the first time, so yeah, all of that. I loved it, yeah. Oh, the tower blocks where I live. Yeah. You don't get that over there. And I was like, wow, look at that tower block. Yeah.
My cousin came over from the Caribbean, I think it was about April times, and he was like that when I took him to the Birmingham City Centre. He was taking pictures of everything, and it made me realise that we actually take for granted a lot, when we live in the city.
Exactly, absolutely, yeah. It is a beautiful country, New Zealand. Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay. So the next question is, before TikTok, did you study or have a career?
Study? Yeah, I went to college. I went to Hammersmith in West London.
Okay. What did you study there?
Business administration. Yeah, but I flopped out of that, so...
How come?
I just got into a bad crowd and I went to college one day and didn't come home for a week, I think it was. I was 16 and all. But, they kicked me out, I think, of college.
What did you do after that?
What did I do after that? Oh, I went into pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
No, I was in a post room. Yeah, I was 17, I think. So I worked in a post room, those kind of little jobs. Mm. And I think then in my 20s, I started pharmaceuticals.
But when you was younger though, what was your dream job? What was your aspiration and goals? What did you aspire to be?
I don't even know. So I don't even think I had anything. I think I was just more interested in, you're young and at boys and going out and doing all that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? I think I just got into the wrong crowd.
Okay.
As you do.
It's going to get spicier, people. Don't you worry. Okay then, Angie. So, how did you come across TikTok, and was it always your plan to become one of the biggest live streamers in the UK?
Do you think I'm the biggest?
UK. Come on.
Think I'm one of the biggest?
Definitely. Go on, Angie. You've been going for a long time now.
You know what? It wasn't my intentions at all.
So how did you come across the app? Like, who told you about
A
it?
friend of mine. Yeah, she said, "Oh, there's this app, and I used to walk my dog in the park," and I thought, I'll try that. So I just came on it. Yeah, but I didn't. My intention was not to become a big creator or anything like that. I just thought I'm just going to be myself, and that's what I did.
When you came on here, what did you do? What was the kind of things that you used to do? Did you used to view lives, or did you post content? Like, what was your niche?
I was dancing.
Okay, he's doing dancing videos.
Yeah.
Was it taking off?
Huh?
Was they going viral, like on the FYP and stuff?
No, it wasn't actually. No, not that. And then I started viewing drama talk.
Oh.
And I love opinions. If you watch, I've got another app, and I just love having my opinion on things. So I just started to have my opinion, putting out videos and having my opinion basically. And then I just started going live. I can't even remember how it started really, but I just started having my opinions, and because I'm very controversial. People say I always go against the grain. That's not deliberate. That's just my views. I think TikTok I think there's 90% of morons on TikTok.
True.
Yeah, and this is not, to me, I'm like, is this the real world? It's quite scary, because if these are the people that are going to be, that potentially could be called for jury service, then God help us.
So true. When you
So I
think
don't
about it like
deliberately against the grain. They are my opinions. I just think there's so many stupid people on TikTok. They believe everything. They're so gullible. They're very naive. They don't go with receipts. They have somebody in their box making accusations towards some other creator, and people are like, oh my God. I'm like, well, where are the receipts? And then you find out it's a complete lie. It's crazy, TikTok. And I hope this is not the real world, because it's bloody scary if it is.
Definitely, and it's the metaverse, and there is a lot of us that are still living in the universe. And when you're in the universe and you're looking in, you're thinking, bloody hell, it's crazy. Anybody that comes on this app and is fresh, like after a couple of months, I don't know what it is, but it's like they get desensitized to what they see on the app, because every day is something more controversial, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, when I'm outside, I'm saying these abbreviations, so I might be talking to someone and I'll be saying things like, oh, I don't know, give me an abbreviation. I might say, oh God, I'm just trying to think. There's always these abbreviations that we use on TikTok so we don't get banned. I'm on the phone and I'm talking like I'm still on TikTok.
No, yeah, I'm like that when I have a conversation and you talk about like on a live, and then you think, oh, hold on, I'm not even on the app anymore.
Yeah, you're like analyzed or grape, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm not on TikTok anymore. Yeah.
TikTok lingo, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you are known on the app for controversial reasons. What do you think was the most controversial thing you have done thus far?
Oh, the dog.
The dog.
That really, I think I set the bar with the dog on drama talk, because no one had said that before. Mm-hmm. So it was people were so disgusted. It went viral. I was shocked.
Yeah, it was everywhere, Twitter, everywhere. I suppose you didn't get in the papers, to be fair.
Yeah, I was so scared at one point. I thought I was going to get a phone call from the bloody, Good Morning Britain or something.
Imagine.
I couldn't believe this went to Australia, New Zealand. This went viral worldwide. I kind of feel I set the bar where then other people were coming out with and saying things. And do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because it hadn't been said before.
Mm-hmm. I think because you was consistent after that as well. It's like you're still riding that wave. Like people have kind of gone on the journey of seeing you for where you are, where you was then.
Everyone believed it. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. And this is the thing. People believed what I said on social media, and I was like, what? And it's quite a scary world to know that so many people believe what someone says on social media. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was ridiculous, the things I was coming out with. I was even saying things like, is it not legal? Oh. And, I've got that dry sense of humour, and I've got that facial expression.
Yeah.
But to me, it was funny at the time, until my mother started getting videos from her friends in the park.
Even I think Tyrone pushed a lot of traffic your way as well, and was like, "Oh, I found."
It got, you know what? It got so bad that I had to disconnect my account. I had to delete my account and start again. And the funny thing is, you know what my username was when I said that? Angie Unleashed.
Angie Unleashed.
The thing is, people are not realizing I do have the whole video of that. I don't think I've ever played it. But Tyrone did twist it a little bit, and he didn't, he did try and,
like roll them up a little bit more. Yeah.
I think Tyrone knows or knew that I was taking the piss. But he went along with it. I thought it was an act. I really thought it was an act. And
well, you benefited from it anyway, and you know what I mean, because it gave you so much more traffic. So do you feel like that was that like a social experiment though, Ange? Like from you doing that, did that make you think, right, now I know how to like get hype on the app? Because obviously that was the first thing, and then you've said other controversial things as well. But if that was the first one and it got you that much traction, is that the reason why, like, from time to time, you just think, I'm a bit bored, let me say something good, just...
Yeah, because my name's Delusive, and if you look up Delusive, it means not real. It's an illusion, It's so most, I'm not going to say all, because I'm on here quite a lot, but most of what I say and do is an act. And that's what people don't realise, I say things, for reaction, The incest, that's another one. That's, I know will help people, that's going to cause a reaction. So a lot of it is an act.
But that, though, you was really, really drunk that night, like really drunk.
Yeah, I still knew what I was saying. Well, I think. No, actually, I'm going to take
I don't think you was. I just feel like, I don't know what you was thinking in your mind, but you just rambled it out and everybody was like, what? I'm sure even your mods even got in the box. I was like, Angie, this is too much. This is too much.
Yeah, maybe if you want to call bait, rage bait. Yeah, and a lot of people do it. Yeah, but however, it is an act, most of the things that I say and do on TikTok. People say that I trigger them and I affect them, but that's on you. That's your responsibility. You don't have to watch me, but here you are still watching me. That's crazy.
Okay, and so obviously your niche when you came on, you was talking about people and just having your opinion. But obviously, and then obviously you introduced to people that you do like to have a drink, right? But from what I'm seeing now, I feel like you've learned a lot from that, because I haven't seen you in one of those states like that for a very, very long time. But did you do it? Was you drinking online because, I don't know, you got deep-rooted trauma, or was it banter, or was it a bit of both?
I think my mental health, because sometimes I do feel quite low. So it was because I'm not on medication, it was kind of just a lift up. And when I drank, it made me feel happy. But then, and I wasn't drinking a lot when I came on TikTok. I'd never drunk before, I mean, I started drinking in my 40s.
Okay.
And that was when I came on TikTok. But I started drinking a lot more because I couldn't cope with the social media. I couldn't cope with what was some of the things that were being discussed, the bullying. Listen, no one sat there and threw it down my neck, but it was hard to cope with what was going on.
I respect you. I respect you a lot for saying that still, because a lot of times I used to just feel like why, and I couldn't understand. But the pressures of social media, I don't think you realise until you are kind of like at the top, because you start at the bottom and you're just probably a viewer or whatever, and then the next minute everybody knows you, and how you've had it's been relentless. Do you know what I mean? I've said in the past that I've held my hands up, and when I've done lives, on reflection, looking back, I could see how it would affect somebody's mental health. Do you know what I mean? That's why.
People might say, "Well, get off TikTok," or "You brought it on yourself," and some of the times I do, but I think it was relentless, with certain people, and the group bullying, which I don't agree with. If you've got an opinion, go on your own platform, have your opinions, but when people go into boxes and
every day.
You've got to remember I started getting threats and, all those kind of things. And, the threats were so bad. I was on, I really was on the phone to the police. I was terrified a couple of times. Thank you. My mods would tell you that, I'd be sleeping on the phone to them because I was terrified. I was planning in my head to get a panic room. It was that bad at one point. It's stupid, isn't it? And it's like, I just thought, maybe I should come off TikTok. But then I thought, but the damage has already been done, though. Well, no, do you know what I mean? What if someone comes to my house? So I kind of felt social media at one point was a safety network.
Safety net, yeah, because you're always online, right? So
Yeah. So I thought, well, no one is going to do anything when I'm live. So I started thinking I'm going to get a metal door, I'm going to put bars on my window.
Okay, hold that thought, and because I feel like what you're saying here kind of ties in with the next question that I was going to ask anyway. So I was going to say, like, do you think the app has changed you for the good or bad? And if so, can you give us an example of how it has made you different?
Yeah, it's changed me for the bad, I think, but yeah, even though I'm still on TikTok, this is my, me coming on, chatting to people, because obviously, I mean, I've got a couple of friends off TikTok, but, we all come on to talk to people, don't we? But I do think it has destroyed my mental health, it really has. I mean, the drinking, I don't think I would have done that if I wasn't on TikTok. But some of it, you could say I've done it to myself.
But what about the good side, though, Ange?
Yeah, there's a good side because I've met loads of people. Great community, best community on TikTok, absolutely. Absolutely. But, the downside has been, being a big creator on here is people use you. They use you for clout. They want a platform. They talk about you on their platform because that gives them views. They get their haters in their boxes. And that's hard because, you just know that person's bullying you to get a platform. And that's why they're talking about you, not the reason.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah, I've met loads of good people on here. A load of amazing community.
So, off the back of the community and obviously the mods and a lot of your friends that you've got, so what does it mean to be a mod for Angie? And you have had multiple fallouts with mods over the years. Why do you think that is?
Trust. I mean, you've got to remember a lot of the people that are not here anymore has, gone to the hater side. They're not here, so I had good reason not to trust them. Because what people do is they tend to, if we fall out, they go straight to the hater side because they want a platform. No other reason, but they need a platform. So that's why they do that. The only people I do trust is the ones that I've got, as my mods here now. I trust them, yes.
So what does it mean to be a mod for you, though, Angie? What are the rules and regulations?
Oh, right. What's it like for them?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're going to have to ask them. I think the thing is, like, when you look at Miss Red's mods, I only know a few of the mods, and that's Luke. I don't know who else there is, Corey maybe. I don't know all their mods because they're not known on this app. I think all my mods are known on this app.
Yeah, you have helped a lot of them. Like even that was seen the other day. I thought, well,
and I think that's a good thing because her mods, we don't even know who they are. I always talk on my mods. I always, put them in the box if they want a box, and they do benefit because number one, they're getting more followers. They're getting gifted by being in the box. I do mod of the month. They get £50 each month.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, that's mod of the month. Yeah. I mean, Zana's got a TikTok shop. So, they also do benefit from being my mod.
That's good.
New mod for Angie, guys.
Pick up the mods. Okay, so you get trolled and cam-tooed on a daily. Do you think people have a right to do so? And also, how does it affect your mental health?
I think there's advantages and disadvantages about cam-tooing. I think the advantages, they're using your content because all they're doing is cam-tooing you and they're getting gifted for that person for cam-tooing, aren't they? They're not doing anything but just watching. And people are gifting them. And you're doing all the entertainment.
You're breaking bread with you, to be honest.
Huh?
They should be paying rent.
Yeah, exactly. But they're all my haters watching me, aren't they? They hate me. I affect them. I trigger them, but they can't stop watching me because they need to watch me. It's weird behaviour. But anyway, but the advantage of cam-tooing is, that person is advertising your life. They're keeping you relevant. You know what I mean? They're keeping you relevant. Because if no one spoke on you, and that's what I've always said, you can actually cancel people on here. People say you can't, but you can. If you stop talking on someone, stop cam-2ing that person, their views will drop.
And
Do you know what I mean?
no, but at the same time, though, if you're a good host and you can hold your crowd, then you should be all right anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Well, maybe, but I think it helps when you are being spoke on, like on FYP.
Oh, yeah, it's
it depends
promotion.
what you say, though. You know what I mean?
Of course, it's definitely a sign of free promotion.
Yeah.
But at the same
Anyone
time,
wants
it's
to jump in my box to have an opinion to get on FYP, you see.
but don't you like you could be classed as like cyber stalking somebody? Do you know what I mean? Like to be cam-2ing them every day vigorously, just like commentating off what they're doing and not really adding any value yourself. It is a bit weird, to be fair. I've never understood the constant cam-2.
I mean, see, I cam-2 different people. I don't do it all day or anything like that. I might cam-2 Miss Red in the morning. A lot of people do, you know. But she sometimes has cam-2'd me. And, you know, but I don't do it all day, then I'll go on to someone else. I wouldn't sit there cam-2ing them all day. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I would say it's weird.
When you was all cam-2ing each other, it seemed like, I don't know, did you all have this conversation to say, when you do your FYP, you cam-2ing me? Because you was one person was cam-2ing another person that was cam-2ing another person at one stage, and I just couldn't get my head around why.
Yeah.
Well,
that's just a back and forth, but that's content, isn't it? I mean, you can have a bit of banter, it's not too heavy. You know, but when you've got someone cam-2ing you and they've got horrible, vile opinions about you, yeah, I mean, it's not nice because, you know, people see me as a threat, you know, so they just want to take me down all the time. So they say things to their viewers, you know, don't go watch Angie and da-da-da. She's triggered.
Subliminally plant
cam-2s me.
to try and like subliminally plant things in people's heads.
Yeah, people do that all the time, you know, but I've stood strong. Well, we have stood strong for 5 years, for a very long time. And that's how long they've been trying to take us down. Because, you know, I've always said, and this is a really good statement, that someone that needs an army to take one person down and not powerful is because that person is powerful, right? Yeah, but we need an army to take that one person down. And that's because they can't do it themselves, because they're not strong enough.
They're going to need a whole army to ring down the cult, and the cult will tell them that much. All right, thanks for that, Angie. So, on to this next part. And I want you to be totally honest about this, because I feel like this is important for all the weird people that do this. People continuously dox your address where you live with your mom. Like, be honest. How does it make you feel? And do you think your actions online warrants people pulling up to confront you face to face?
I don't think anyone's actions on here warrant anyone turning up people's houses, because you don't know if that person's got family there, or you don't know if that person's got visitors, that could be children there. You don't know if they live with an elderly parent. Nothing warrants someone going to their house. In someone's house, I think if someone has an issue with someone, they should go to the police. And I know that some people say, but I don't go to the police. Well, that's your problem. That's your issue. If you don't go to the police, why are you going to turn up at their house? What are you going to do when you turn up at their house? Yeah, and a lot of people say that to me. I get that in my inbox, I get it in my comments. I've got men saying it to me. They're turning up, you know, they're going to turn up at my house. It's crazy.
It's weird. So, but how has it affected your mental health? And
a lot.
Mom as well. Does your mum know when these threats are going on? Maybe,
because she does. I do tell her. I have to tell her. But yeah, I do tell her, and she has TikTok, so she'll probably see it herself anyway. And I've always said she's 76 with a heart condition, and it's not me hiding behind my mother. It's me saying, why would you come to someone's house that has an elderly parent here? Why would you threaten it? It's wrong. Over levels. And anyone that agrees with it need to get their head tested. They need to give their head a wobble, because I'm sure they wouldn't like someone turning up at their house based on an opinion, or because you've got beef with someone, or because you've said something. You know, this country, we have freedom of speech. We have, you know what I mean? And without freedom of speech, then we don't have, do you know what I mean? We don't have our opinions.
Man, everyone's fought for their rights.
Yeah, even if there's beef, like with me, I've had that back and forth, but no one has the right to say, well, my back and forth is now me turning up at your house, because now you're silencing me, having my opinion. So yeah, it's not nice.
I agree, man. And I just for those people that keep doing that, threatening anybody on the app that does that, man, you need to like think twice before your actions, man, because it's not a nice experience, and especially over an app. Do you know what I mean? And majority of the times, the situations that are going on, it can be resolved. If it's that deep, you could have a conversation. You don't need to start knocking on people's houses and trying to intimidate. Like, especially when you're saying men are doing it as well. It's just disgusting behaviour, and.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make someone big. You're coming to someone who's 50 and someone who's 76-year-old. You know what I mean? That's, you know, you're making threats to do that. You know what I mean? I mean, it's crazy, you know, really crazy. But it's not nice. It's not nice. And what can I do? You know what I mean? Just phone the police and that's it.
But you got cameras and everything set up as well, don't you? Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, we got cameras set up and things. But like I said, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Even if you have a back and forth with someone, you're entitled to that back and forth without someone threatening you.
Of course.
So, yeah, that has been very, very tough.
I just hope that it doesn't happen to you again, man, because nobody, I'm telling you, no one deserves that stuff. But yeah, big up you, Angie. Okay,
I think, like social media, I've kind of like really thought about this, because if I had a family, if my father was here, I had brothers, nobody would be threatening me, right? They target the weak, and for that reason I am weak, right? Because it's just myself and my mum. I think, like I said, I'm going to, you know, I have a big platform, I'm a big creator on here, so you know, I said this before and I'll say it again, I'm going to use social media as to my advantage. Because, you know, at the end of the day, if people are going to keep threatening, you know, making threats towards me, then I can plaster it all over social media.
Oh, yeah, well, there you go. That's the best, definitely the best way to combat it, because you have the reach to get it out there. Do you know what I mean? And some of them, I'm telling you, when that happens and that public shaming happens, they'll all start running for the hills then.
Yeah, yeah. So, especially being a man, isn't it? You know what I mean?
It's a Torian for mud.
Especially if you're a man and you're threatening a woman, yeah. There's a lot of people, you know, TikTok's fucked. TikTok's screwed up, right? Because they have a dislike for me, it's fine. But yet they support TV survivors. You know, even though that's completely different. I'm not saying it's the same situation, don't get me wrong. But yet you're supporting a man say it because you have a dislike for me, you know? And I think TikTok is very fucked up. But however, thank God not all men think that way.
Well, Angie, talking about men, Angie, this is a bit more light-hearted now. So I'm guessing, Angie, out of all the thousands of followers, there is a man in the mist waiting to sweep you off your feet. Are you open to having another relationship?
What the hell, Ninja? Are you asking me out?
Not so. And if you are, what would your dream man look like, Angie? And what would he have to do to woo you as well?
I'm not interested in anyone. I'm really not. Yeah, I'm happy. You know what? I'm just setting my ways now. I'm happy on my own. But if I was to meet someone, obviously he's going to be older, all same age as me. Someone with money, absolutely. We'll have all the cash. Something that can give me that lifestyle, because I'm at that age now. You know what I mean? That I'd rather just, you know, just go out and do things, I suppose.
I understand what you're saying, but you know, when you say, like, you know, if you have a man around the house, then, you know, that's probably what you might be missing. You never know.
Yeah, but I wouldn't meet someone for that reason. Do you know what I mean? Thank you,
brother. Of course not. Men are protectors, you know? Someone to protect you.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't meet someone for that reason, but because I don't want to be with anyone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you never know in the future. And don't rule it out, Angie. You should never rule out love. You have such a massive reach, and I guarantee there is somebody there that wants to sweep you off your feet, Angie.
No, but like I said, I'm going to use social media as my, to my advantage, because I do have a big community. Because, how do I protect my mum?
Sheila. We love our Sheila.
She's 76 with heart failure. And people know this.
That's what makes it even more sick.
And you can't say, I'm hiding behind my mum. No one's hiding behind anyone. This is where I live. So what do you.
Who's saying that you're hiding behind your mum?
Some people do say that. But people need to realise she lives here. So if you're threatening, because I do get threats in my inbox. If you're threatening to come to my house and you're sitting there and stop hiding behind. So what, if you come to my house, my mum could open the door. Do you know what I mean?
Forbid.
It's not hiding behind anyone. She should feel safe in her home.
But you know what it is as well, Angie? It's a weakness on their behalf because they probably tried everything in their power to try and tear you down. That ain't worked, and then they've gone below the belt now. Do you know what I mean? And nobody can glorify that and be like, ha ha ha, they came to your house, because that's just disgusting. Do you know what I mean?
But you know what? Also, NJ host, right? People do it for a platform. It's becoming like the trend to threaten to come to this house, and people are doing it on the platform on TikTok, and they're doing it for views.
Anybody that gets behind anybody like that are wrongings themselves. Do you know what I mean? They should be in the chat saying, "What the hell are you doing? Like, fix up." There's many ways to go flipping viral in the world, and you know what I mean. But to use you and your mom like that, that's not a good look. You know.
Yeah,
So I hope, honestly, I hope and I pray, that it stops because it's disgusting.
Well, that's why I said name and shame now.
Say that again, Ange.
That's why I said name and shame now, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's it. It's name and shame them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then. I've got 2 more questions for you, Angie, and then you can go back. It's been a really, really good interview. I've really, really enjoyed this. I can't lie. Okay, so do you have any advice for anybody who wants to be a popular streamer? Don't tell them all of your secrets, Ange, but, you know, if you've got a little bit of advice, because there might be some up-and-coming in here that look at you and think, you know what, I aspire to be like Ange.
I have actually good advice. Number 1, don't be a sheep, right? Stand out of the crowd. Don't have your own voice. When you're a sheep, you're just a number, right? So if you don't agree with something, say it, right? Don't follow the crowd. That's really important. Okay, because you'll be noticed for having your own opinion. Number 1. Number 2, I would probably say have your own opinions is a huge one. To be fair, what's another one? My mind's gone blank. What's another one?
Giving them some gems here as well.
I mean, that's a huge one, to have your own opinions, to have your own mind, and be yourself. You know, definitely be yourself. Stop, you know, God, wait a minute. Yeah, don't jump on the hate train. Don't do that. If you don't think that's right, don't do it. If you wouldn't like it done to yourself, don't do it. You know, because it's not a good look when you're, you know, and don't flip flop. I mean, I'm a bit of a flip-flop, so we'll scrap that one. I'm a bit of a flip-flop.
It's not where you need to be.
Yeah, I think the main one is to have your own opinions, you know, be controversial. You know, going against the grain, you will succeed. But not you know, as long as it's your own opinion, right? You know what I mean? And, yeah. Hello, Torian. Always ask for receipts. That's a really
yes, receipts. If you're gonna come with something, if you want to expose or raise awareness, you got to make sure you come with receipts, man.
Yeah.
Don't dox the receipts.
Yeah, not going on with your receipts. You're not going to succeed on TikTok because you're just going with the crowd now. Yeah, someone's come up and they've pulled on your heartstrings, and you're like, oh my god, and you're all commenting, oh my god, it's disgusting. I'm like, well, wait a minute, have you seen a receipt? And I'm not talking about something that's happened to someone off TikTok. I'm talking about something that's happened on TikTok. For example, say if I accuse NJ host or something, right? You're sitting there, oh my god, have I got receipts for that? If I haven't, I shouldn't be talking about it on social media. And I'm only talking about if I've got an accusation towards someone on here. If I don't know you, that's different. If I don't know who that person is, it's different. I'm not going to ask for receipts.
I've got a few as well. I think if you are in a position of power, what's that Spider-Man quote? With great power comes great responsibility. If you know that you can move the needle and change people's opinions, like, please just be like real with it, because when you bring fabrication on somebody's name and it's not true, you don't even realize how much it can affect somebody's mental health. Like, Angie, I know over the years, or over the 2 years, you've brought up that, I can't pronounce his name, but Exquisitor, is that his name? Say it again, sorry.
Inquisitor,
who unalived himself due to fabrications on his name, and people really don't understand the impacts that you could be having on somebody who is just like you. Remember, they're behind their phone. So don't be jumping on bandwagons. Have your own opinions and have a bit of accountability when you're wrong. Nobody is perfect. But when you do get caught out and people are pointing the finger at you, hold your hands up and be like, you know what, I apologise. If you need to heal or do some education, go off and do it and come and be a better person. I'm not out here trying to, we shouldn't be out here trying to stop people from self-development. We all F up, but it's how we bounce back is what matters the most, right? Yeah.
Can I ask you a question afterwards?
Okay, yeah. And I've got one more question for you, though, Angie, then you can ask me, okay? Last but not least, if you could go back in time and speak to your younger self, what would you whisper in her ear to prepare her for the trials and tribulations of adulthood?
Don't join TikTok.
Stay away from social media.
Social media is brutal. It really is. I think most of these trolls, and I'm not talking about my community here, are ones, and I've said this so many times, that on there, on Twitter, I'm glad she's dead, the bitch. I've seen these horrible, nasty comments. I mean, I think I first saw this with Jade Gooding when she passed away, and they were saying racist bitch, she got a karma. And to me, I thought, and this is how brutal social media is. And I thought, yes, she did wrong. Yes, she did. However, she's now dead. You know, let her rest. And she's left 2 children. You know, it's like people want someone to die over something they've said. It's crazy. And they say karma, karma. They say that about me all the time. Oh, there'll be, you know, honestly, I reckon half the people probably wish I was dead.
Oh, don't say that, Ange.
Well, it'll be karma. You know, I think 90% on here are these type of trolls.
I don't know, Ange. I was going to just answer a question and then you can ask me the question.
Okay.
Somebody says, when did my opinion change on you?
That's the one I was going to ask you.
Oh, okay. So
and has it changed?
It definitely has. And I'll say the turning point for me was, obviously, I was really annoyed with the Marianne situation, with obviously her voice being mocked and stuff. And she was someone that used to come into my platform and I used to hear her on Reds. And I'm just that kind of person. Like, I do love the older generation. And at that time, I did have a big platform. And I did say to her, do you feel like, you know, people held their hands up and were sincere about it?
Did you watch the whole video of that?
Yeah, let me finish though, Ange. And she felt like, no. I says, okay, that's fine. Well, I will fire up a live and you can come and have your say and we'll play the clip. Now, I seen the video of you watching it and Cam doing it, and for me, it did seem like you were sincere in you didn't understand what was the name Lemons had said. Yeah. And Lemons had reached out to me on Instagram and was sincerely like apologetic and wanted me to send a message to Mary, and I was like, well, why don't you send it? Because she's blocked me. So when I did see the video of you and you was being sincere and saying your part, I thought, all right, fair play. You did take accountability as a host, but you stood on that. You didn't say nothing, right?
Yeah, I didn't. I don't think I heard it.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Was that it? I couldn't hear what I didn't actually understand what she said, or I didn't hear it. I can't remember now.
Yeah, it's like somebody. The guy had says, I don't even want to bring it up because I know, you know what I mean? I know it's traumatic for her, but it wasn't.
He said I was out of the room, so I don't know because you've seen the video.
But I don't even read it. But that, for me, like when you did hear it and I could tell that you understood.
He was saying I wasn't near my phone, so I didn't hear it.
You wasn't near the phone at the time. Okay. But yeah, my opinion definitely has changed. Like I says, I do like coming onto your platform, having a chin wag and whatever. You know, I never outstay my welcome. And yeah, I think like I can see a lot of growth. I know that you do your drama thing, and I probably miss a lot. But the things that used to trigger me was when I used to see you on live, paralytic, drunk, out of control, and I just know that ain't you. Does that make sense? Because I've spoke to you and you're straight-headed, and I know that you're very knowledgeable and you're inquisitive with your questions. That's what I think I like about you. You're not scared to ask the questions that other people are, you know, and that will always come with a bit of backlash because sometimes you might say it to somebody who's had a traumatic experience and you come across insensitive. But how many times have you done that and it's come out that you was actually true to
You know how I see that though. You know how I see that is people know what I'm like, and if you're easily triggered or affected, then you probably shouldn't be watching me, or you probably shouldn't be on TikTok, because everyone is affected by something, right? And you know, another thing is people love to be triggered. They love talking about their trauma also. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. I'm not having a go. But they just seem to love to be triggered, because if I trigger you, why are you watching me still?
You ever heard of that FOMO? Fear of missing out? I think you've got that on lock, especially when them times where it's really late and literally the whole app is in your life. I think that's another thing that annoys other people, is that when they're trying to do their lives and that, and they're probably looking across and then they see you 2K, 3K, 4K every single day, 1K. Nah, I want a bit of that. And then that's when they start doing the hate lives. I wish they'd just be honest and just say that this brings me views.
Oh yeah, they do hate lives one reason only, or talk on me one reason only, and that's for the views and to get platform. But that's what people talk. It's like people talk about things that it's like 6 months later and you're still talking about me. You're still talking about it. Why? Because you can't move on because I said something to you because you don't like what I said? No, it's because you need the views.
I'm going to say one last thing as well, Angie, is that when I did do those lives, the topic of conversations a lot of the time span away from you, and it was people just talking about their trauma that they've been through, and it just so happened that you had triggered it. Do you know what I mean? So it was kind of like a safe space. Like a lot of people that came up, I've never spoke before, but I feel
Can
like...
I ask you a question, Angie? Do you not get sick of listening to people's traumas, though? I mean, you know, it's a TikTok, it's an entertaining app, and, you know, and listen, I would always be there for someone if they need it. I mean, look at Hannah, you know, that, you know, wasn't in a good place. I was straight away in a box, you know what I mean? And I'd always be there for someone. But sometimes it brings you down.
Angie, it is draining, but this is this is the thing about, you need to set your boundaries as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm lucky that I actually have a career, so whether I like it or not, I can't be up till stupid o'clock. Do you know what I mean? So I think having a structure for me helps me to not take me away from people like that, but some people are just naturally like that. And I'm a kind of person, I don't care who you are. If I see you uptown, if you need help, I'm just that person to help you. So for me, it's who I am as a person. But if I wasn't like that and I came on this app and I thought, right, I'm just here to battle and to conversate, and then the next minute this person's coming and that person's coming, it probably would be overwhelming. But I find it more of a compliment that there's been multiple people that...
I've got to say, I think some people use their trauma against me a lot. You know, you triggered me, and it's like a year ago. And honestly, I even get people saying a year ago. They actually sitting in the haters live saying, a year ago, Angie did this to me. You know, I'm like, but that's a year ago. Honestly, I've had even people making comments, and I'm like today, someone said, Maz, think about Maz, made a comment. I'm like, who's Maz? Who's Maz? What the hell? I don't even know who a Maz is. I'm like, oh my God, that was like a year and a half ago. I'm like, what?
I'm glad that you like that though, because I think it's so unhealthy to like dwell on past things. Like, let it go. Life is so short.
But they don't want to let it go because it gives them views, brings them views.
Yeah, well, how many times are they going to do that until it's going to get boring though, isn't it? It's going to get boring.
Well, yeah. People use my name for views because they have no other content. You know, they need to use my name for a platform.
But at the end of the day, you ain't going nowhere, are you? So
that's what I get in boxes. You know, especially with my hate, if someone I dislike, I'm not going to do that again. You know, if you want the views, you get them on your own. You know, if you want to talk about me, don't expect me to get in the box. But you're going about it the wrong way. Because if you want me in the box, don't put someone I dislike in there. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not saying you can put randoms in. If randoms don't like me, they can have their opinion on me. Absolutely.
Well, Angie, can we agree that we need to stop using this word trauma dumping? No, I don't really like that.
Oh, that was a bit banter.
No. I'm just saying as a whole. I don't know when this word come along, but trauma dumping to me, I don't like it, because like even today, Angie, I found out a good friend of mine like has unalived herself. Do you know what I mean? And I would give anything for her to come and dump all of her trauma on me. That means that she could wake up tomorrow with a boy. Do you know what I mean?
I don't even know who started that word, actually.
Whoever started, I can't stand that word, but I just feel like we need to stop saying it, because if, all right, don't trauma dump, or where am I going to express then? If somebody actually feels like comfortable enough to open up, spare them a couple of minutes at the least. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't know.
Listen, I have a lot of empathy for. I have a lot of empathy for people, NJ. You know, I really do, especially mental health of people feeling a certain way. I'd always be there, absolutely, for anybody, and I have been there for people on TikTok. You know, but I do feel like that. I lost my thought. What I was going to say, but I have been there for people. Do you know what I mean? But totally forgot what I was going to say now.
Maybe you could, because you do have the platform. You don't know. You could have many people in here that have a career in that field.
Take advantage.
A couple of hours that, I don't know, an aftercare team, or I don't know. You might have something that you could put together, and where people that are feeling that way, you've got trusted professionals that probably won't mind having that conversation with them, so that you can carry on your path, because it will become draining, and some of the things that you hear might trigger you as well, and take you back to the place where you came from. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just feel like if we just on an app, like I get it, it's a drama app, but let's have more empathy, man. That's all I'm shouting out here, really and truthfully. Like, let's
What
just.
with your friend? Was it to do with social media?
No. But listen, Angie, honestly, I was gonna do a post on it. I don't need to draw the dump. I really don't.
Because it just happened.
There was a young girl like last year, and I do know her mama grew up with her, and she unalived herself, and it's due to cyberbullying. And on Tuesday, Angie, she done it outside of school at the park, and I'm guessing the kids that bullied her actually.
She's a child.
Yeah, her name was called Kira Divine, her name was. And basically the kids that bullied her, Angie, they went to her like memorial place and just smashed it all apart, man.
Really?
It was on Tuesday.
Did anyone?
It's just, but like even that, I just feel like, why would you do that? Like, you know how many people are broken over that? And her mom, literally, when that happened, she stayed there at that spot for like a week and a half. She couldn't bring herself to move away.
Can I ask you a question? Sorry about your friend, by the way.
It's okay.
What happens to kids that that bully someone into doing something? Does anything happen to them?
Well, this is what I mean. It is. I'm guessing. Like, I feel like they do get a slap on the wrist due to the age. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, I think it depends on age as well. Because, you know, sometimes it's the young kids that are having an issue. They tell the cousin who's 18, they get involved, and the next minute, you know, it just goes tits up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even know, Ange, but honestly, thank you for allowing me to interview you. I've really, really enjoyed this. I do podcasts and that.
Sorry about your friend, Angie.
One day we should do a face-to-face one, because I really want to get back into my interviewing and podcasts and everything.
Can I just ask you one more question, if you don't mind?
Of course you can.
I know that I don't know if you want to talk about it, it's entirely up to you. Were there any signs?
You know what?
Look, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
The one recently, I haven't spoken to her for a while. You know, obviously when you get a family and all that kind of stuff, it was like a childhood friend. But I did see a status on Facebook, and one of the girls that are really close was like, gosh, it was only like the other day. We was like gonna organise to go to a brunch, because brunches are really big in my city now, and it was all organising. So basically, prior to that, she lost her brother, who was like her best friend a couple of years back, and people were telling me she wasn't the same since then. You know, so it can be that they was like twins more than I mean, there wasn't distant brothers and sisters. They done everything together, literally everything, and that's what everyone's saying. It warms them to know that he'll be waiting for her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I didn't hear that. I mean, you didn't have to. Was it recent then?
Oh, literally, Angie. Today. I found out today.
Oh my god! I thought you were talking about years.
No, the girl, yesterday, but the other one was last year.
Oh my god.
It's sad, man. But like I'm saying, it is. I just feel like we as people, especially the people that actually have a voice, we just need to just breed more love and light into, because it's just dark. Everywhere you turn around, it's dark. Every time you hear it, it's just, you come on this app. I thought this app was meant to, you get away, you talk to people and you have a laugh, share.
You know, you can make your platform that way. I mean, this is drama talk, so there is going to be drama, right? I suppose you could make your platform that if that's what you're looking for, you know, and, you know, block all the negativity out, and you got sub only, and, you know, kind of start again. I suppose you could have that if you wanted to, do you know what I mean? And find a content that's, you know, not drama, you know, based. Unfortunately, with drama based, you're going to have all that in you, you know.
But you know, like, even if you weren't part of the drama base, let's say you came up and had an opinion on your platform and certain people didn't like it or whatever, next minute, you know, they start snooping on your page and getting your children's faces and popping up with an account like, hello, like, what is that all about? Like, what you get, like, honestly, it's happened to me a few times, Angie, and I can't get my head around it, because I've never been trolled, I've never been targeted in any other way on any other social medias, because I'm not that person like that. I normally used to just showcase my stuff that I've done in the community, or when I've been on the news, or when I've done a radio thing. That's all I used to do. So I never used to got trolls, but since having trolls has made me realise that I'm strong mentally. But Angie, I had to take a back seat, because I was like, wow, these people are literally pushing me to do something, not probably to myself, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. But to them mess up my career. Do you know what I mean? I have a DBS to look after Angie and stuff like that. So
a DBS, what's that?
You know, it's like to work in schools and stuff, you need to be checked. Right. And I have an enhanced one which goes to like 99 stations and everything. Do you know what I mean? And it's really important that I don't get myself into trouble with police, and, you know, like my livelihood, everything that I am, who as a person, means more than an app. So when people go, oh, you run off the app, I'm like, no, got a great job, loving it. Like, I come home, I feel at peace. The moment I used to come on this app or I'd open my phone, somebody would be sending me a video, someone would be sending me a picture. Oh, somebody's posted your mum. Someone's
done this. You know what? You could change all that though, couldn't you? You could change your messages to private. You could do all that. Change your platform if that's what you want to do. Do you know what I mean? And make it more positive and just block people. It's hard. I mean, I know that it's hard when you get a troll a message. You know, it's hard, but you've got to have thick skin in it. Just block it and just try and move. You know, forget it. You know. You've got the sub only. You can do make it private. So I suppose, you know, there's things that people can do, you know, to stop that happening.
But, you know, on the plus side, Ange, sometimes you have to go through certain things so that when somebody else goes through it, you can be that person like, I've been through that. Don't you worry. This is how I got through it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I work with young kids. They all aspiring and bidding to be TikTokers or the new sensation. They see the glitz and the glamour, but they don't see what happens on the other side. Do you know what I mean? So if I am there mentoring them, I can be like, look, I know you're aspiring to be this and that, but if I was you, I'd get yourself a trade instead, or aspire to be something else, because it ain't all glitz and glam like all these content creators are making it look like, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Yeah.
So it's just about warning them now and having the knowledge and understanding of how to combat it, because I am in such a great place now. Literally, I don't even care for trolls. People come in your comments and say loads of things, I ignore it.
You know what also that I find that, you know, when someone is being bullied on this app, they get gifted for it, you know, and they get big gifts for it. It's like, why are you enabling that person to bully someone on the app? You know, and these aren't trolls, these are parents. And that's shocking to see. And I've said things, I've done things, don't get me wrong, people probably have gifted me, but I'm talking about, you know, someone's been threatened or, you know, I don't know, it's just weird. You're a parent.
I think it says more about them, doesn't it? Is that what you find entertaining?
Yeah, it's like they find it entertaining, and I can't get my head around it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I haven't said anything or done anything on this app, but I actually see people get big gifts, and they're saying the worst. They're threatening people, and they're getting gifted, and these are parents. And I want to say, oh my God, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, sometimes it's like the apple don't fall far from the tree.
Yes, Angie, I love that saying. I've said that on here a few times. I need to see that apple doesn't fall far from the tree, because if you actually seen what's coming from behind them, you think, oh, that's why you like that.
Yeah, then you meet the parent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're one of those that gifts, somebody on social media, do you know what I mean, for saying something horrible.
You know what, Angie? I think you're quite like a diplomatic person in the sense of, like on a one-to-one like this, without any of the, you know what I mean, anybody in the background, the backup dancers, you could resolve a lot of stuff with people. You know, if you just push live and said, right, comments off, Pearl, get in here now. Used to, without the noise in the background, I think you could find common ground, but sometimes I get it, and looking in from the outside, that sometimes it's best to keep somebody at arm's length. And at the same time, it kind of keeps it juicy, because that side are thinking and this side is thinking. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, I think with Pearl, there's too much history there. And I have said, let's be civil, but I don't think she can, because she's associated with people that don't want it to be civil. Yeah, they want the drama. They want it to keep going, for their own entertainment purposes. You know what I mean? It brings us views, innit?
I see that a lot on here as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a person that reacts. I need anger management. And let come and speak. I definitely need anger management. I can't help it. I react.
Well, that's good though. You know what? That's the first signs of you're on the healing journey or self-development, when you can see it for yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you're getting triggered over the minorest of things, that's when you're thinking, right, okay, maybe I could do with sitting down and speaking to somebody about how I'm feeling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. See, with me, when I, used to, drink, people would come in here to cause a reaction, and they loved it. I get, so mad, and that's why people want me in their box, because I just react, and I can't help it.
Yeah,
that's me.
The comments thing, you don't do that as much anymore, do you? You used to do that a lot. You used to get triggered and fire back at comments, but you don't do that as much now, because when you do that, it messes up the flow of the conversation, don't you think? If I'm talking to somebody and having a back and forth, and they're like out of nowhere starts shouting at eternity, I'm thinking, hold on, it's me and you that are having a gripe. Why are you going for people? Everybody is allowed an opinion, whether it's for or against. Just leave the people in the comments to say what they want to say, because that's how unless it's it's really offensive. All right, you're going to hold them mute and block, but just allow them to just say what they want to say, because sometimes just because it's against you doesn't mean that it's not constructive what they're saying. Do you know what I mean?
Can I put something else out here, though, actually, if you don't mind?
Yeah, carry on.
People say that I'm mock DV, and I bang on and on about this. Right now, there's maybe some things I shouldn't say, but that's a reaction. I get quite mad, and I am a woman's woman. And people say, no, you're not. No, you're not. But I just want to put it out there. I would never, ever support a woman that supports a man that bullies on this platform. And I'm old school. I know it works both ways, don't get me wrong. Yes, it does. It does. But I could never support a woman that supports that kind of man. So it's not that I'm not a woman's woman. Yes, I am. But if I see that you're supporting women, and as to what they've gone through, and you're finding, because the men on here are disgusting. They just are disgusting. These aren't real men on TikTok, because, real men don't come on TikTok. And this is me being, I am old school, but they don't come on TikTok getting involved in arguments between women. I mean, I've gone at a woman, for example, misread. Then I have it's like a group of people, men, having a go at me because I'm having beef with a woman. And I'm like, what are you playing at? Do you know what I mean? My father, my ex, would never get involved in an argument between two women. And women gift that man for dragging me over across the set. Now, I say things, don't get me wrong, I do. But when you've got men saying, go and have a wash, degrading my body. Because don't get me wrong, I have said things too. Oh, my hands up to it. Yes, I have. But when you see, a man threatening a woman, I've been threatened by men. I've been dragged across the set by men. I have been, threats to come to my house by a man. Drag for the clapper and all of this. And you've got women gifting more. We want more. I can never support, and then I find out they've been through a DV, They're a DV survivor, and I'm sorry that you have gone through that, because no man or woman should ever raise their hand to anybody, right? It does work both ways. However, I cannot support that. I cannot support women that do that. And a lot of women do that on here.
You know, my entry, because you know, like T and other people, they call this the chips and beans side of TikTok, yeah? So when all of that stuff was going on regarding racism, that official Tony literally went up on the panel and absolutely started going at Paige and Toria and all these spiritual hope, God bless her soul, she passed away last year, but she was on the platform. She used to speak so calm and eloquently. And I remember sitting, and I think I was off. And I was like, who is this guy, like, talking to women like that? Is he crazy? And I just rose up on red stage, and I was like, look, yeah, I get it that you might see Paul as a motherly figure and that. Do you know what I mean? Because I look at the older generation like that as well. But when they're in the wrong, sometimes you've got to let them swing it out. And furthermore, it's women v women. So why are you inserting yourself? And why are you coming off screaming? You're sounding very aggressive. You need to pipe down, mate. And then from there, that's when I started to just go on the panels a bit more, just to make sure that when they're saying what they're saying, allow them to say what they're saying, because their outrage is warranted. They're not just coming on the internet trying to cause a divide. It was horrible at that first stage. And I have to say that on here, for me, it's a catch-22, because it's like, look, there's been women that have ran multiple lives saying the most about me, and I haven't even said a quarter of what they've said. But the moment that I do say something, or if they do trigger me, because I know some of the things they say might trigger me, the moment that I might be in my feels and want to be like, what are you on about? Or raise my voice a bit, it's, oh, you're a man, you can't talk on a woman like that. But it's like, but it's okay for 7 to 8 women to fill up boxes and tear me a new one. So a question to you, if somebody is coming at me and it's a panel full of women, I must stay quiet because it's women.
No, I'm not saying that. If a woman...
No, I'm just asking, like, what's your stance on that? Because a lot of women say, oh, NJ comes for women, but it's like, no, I'll be in work sometimes, and you come out of work and somebody has run a 4-hour live on me whilst I'm not even none the wiser to what's going on. So
no, absolutely, I think you can go back, yeah, but I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I think it depends what's said. I mean, if it's just a back and forth and you're having an argument, you have a right to have your opinion. But I think if you then start dragging her for her looks or things like that, or making threats or things like that, I don't think you can turn around and say, well, we're just having a back and forth, because I think now you've crossed the line. But if you're having a back and forth, yes, you've definitely got a right to shout back and have your opinions, absolutely. But I just don't agree with, like, some of the men on here. I mean, yeah, women do it as well, don't get me wrong, that drag women for their looks or their, like they say to me, go and have a wash, pissy knickers and all those kind of things. But however, I've not said that to you. I'm just having an argument with you, a normal argument. Why can't you come back? Why can't you attack the argument? Why you attack me personally? That I don't agree with. But, people, I mean, listen, a lot of people do it. Have I said things like that? Yes, but that's because someone spoke on my looks. You know what I mean?
It's in retaliation, right? So
yeah. But you have every right to go back. Absolutely. I'm not saying that. I'm saying for no reason at all, and it's not just me. I've seen it with other women on here, a man, I have seen like a man threaten me, right? And they're getting praised.
Right.
Because they have a dislike for me. But wait a minute. I'm not saying to you, if you was in a relationship, if if I have a dislike for you, that you deserve that. I have said some things I shouldn't have said. But that's out of anger for the women that support men that drag women for no reason. I'm saying that for no reason. But it's not just a normal argument. It's not back and forth. When you start dragging their body,
the looks and the colour of their skin or their smell, and that is,
you
like,
see it a lot with me. I'm just having an argument with someone. Oh, shut up, F off. A lot's been said, and then they just turn around and say, oh, go and have a bath, pissy knickers, you're disgusting. Look at you. Look at your looks. They put my photos up on their platform. Oh, that kind of thing. But there's no need for that. But you've got women supporting it. that I don't agree with. If you're having just a normal back and forth, yeah, absolutely, you have a right to defend yourself.
For me personally, if somebody has a gripe, I would rather they just come to me. We have a conversation and keep it stepping. Like, mine hasn't been nowhere near as bad as yours, Angie. But it's literally, I say one thing, and it's like they want to run a live for 6 hours, and then I say another thing. I'm like, look, I can be very, you know what I mean? If I really wanted to, I know that my tongue can be sharp. Yeah, I'd rather just speak on a nice level and have a conversation with you. I don't like people trying to poke the lion. Do you know what I mean? I am a Leo, and I do have that fire energy in my belly. But honestly, even with this Canadian woman in here, I just addressed this one last time, and I'm never going to speak on this again. Yeah? Like I've already said, I am DBS checked. I was speaking on a situation personal to me and my area. You would not have the foggies because you're not from Birmingham, okay? You put one, you got two, you got three, and you put it all together. I wasn't even speaking to anybody who I was joining with. I was speaking to somebody in the comments specifically. She is from my area, and she will vouch that the things that you are saying on my name is disgusting, and it is defamation of character. And I've already told you this is defamation of character. And to be fair, civil law money, I'd rather spend that on going to the Caribbean. But just honestly, just leave me alone. It has been over a year. If what you're saying I am, if I was that, I would be showcasing it time and time and time and time again, and mess up my whole life and my career. Why would I do that?
What's your issue with,
Angie, listen, I worked, as a mentor, a behaviour mentor. Young people that was getting sent to me while I was working, behaviour reasons, cool, but there was a lot of issues at that time that we was dealing with some of the young pupils coming to school with a face full of makeup.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about, that, yeah.
Yeah, so when I was online, I was talking about a situation about a teacher getting caught in my old school, taking pictures, upskirting, doing weird stuff.
What's that upskirting? What's that?
It's basically when he's at work, he's taking pictures under the bloody table and that, Some of the girls that he had done it to, like personally to myself, I went to school with one of their parents from nursery to senior, even we all went college together. And I was absolutely mortified. So I was talking about that situation. And then I said, as parents, and I will stand on this, as parents, we need to install more self-love into our young people, because I know majority of the times, and I get it because we've had this conversation, that makeup does not change anybody's ways of learning, right? But when you have certain things that are in place, rules, regulations, you can't do this, you can't do that. We have that at school. You're going to have that in work as well. And I was just saying that we need to install more self-love into our young children so that they don't have to come to me when I'm in the behaviour mentor and they are missing out on key studies, because remember it was year 11, year 10, key studies, all because they didn't want to follow the rules at school. That was
someone has said here, and I'm not saying this, I'm just going by what someone said in the comment, and this is what I've heard. He said women deserve what they get by the way they dress. I don't know. I heard something like that.
So weird. Like, the thing is, Ange, you know me, right? And I've got a lot of haters on here, and I've told you this time and time again, Canadian Ange, get the video and post it. Because if I had said that, that would be on the For You page quicker than I could even say choice. You even says that I wished grape on children. Like, you just don't understand like how hurtful that is for somebody.
I have seen a video like that a long time ago, but I can't remember what you said.
You played it. She played it. She played it before. So you played it how many times? She played it about 10 times, 12 times. Tried to spin left, right. If it was that bad, I would have been cancelled. I even was in denial at first, and a few people that was close to me was like, "Look, it could have come across that way because you was trying to make a few different points, and we didn't understand where you was coming from. You didn't understand where I was coming from, and majority of what I was saying is because I was speaking out loud to somebody that was in the comment." And you're literally not from an area, so you wouldn't understand. Now, if Zoe was to come up here, she would break it down the exact same way how I would break it down. thank you. I'd be out of my job if I said that. So just honestly, I just want to be left alone. I feel uncomfortable that this woman who pretends to be something else and something else rambles on about me. And I wouldn't mind if it was just me, but you've done the same smear campaign on so many men on here. And to be fair, some of them might have warranted doing that. But if your niche is the same thing, many people have come to me when you was outed, this and that. I could have pushed live and said X, Y, and Z. But for me personally, I don't get a good vibe from the woman. Yeah, I feel like she's definitely hiding something. She's been through a lot of traumatic experiences for her to be the way how she is. And I want to be left alone. Yeah. That's it. I'll always come around you, Angie. I don't care if you're cool with her. I don't care who you're cool with. You're your own woman. You know what I mean? You pay your own bills. You do what you want to do. But personally, myself, just leave me alone.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I did see a video, but I can't remember what was said. Do you know what I mean? I just can't remember what was said on that. Do you know what I mean? But
I have another phone, but at the moment it's broken. Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I have a iPhone 16. I don't really need to go run and fix an iPhone 10. Do you know what I mean? Just to come back and regurgitate old shit.
Yeah, I think people are forgetting also because
anybody that was offended.
Yeah, I was going to say your friend passed away as well. And you probably don't need this, really, do you?
Yeah, I took accountability. If people felt whatever way, I allowed multiple women to come and tear me a new one. Big up the women that could actually sit down and educate me on stuff. I learned a lot of stuff that I didn't know before, Angie, because I'm a flipping man. Yeah, moving forward, I will not even, unless, you know, you make up something good and you're pretty, I'm like, oh, that's nice. But even if I will not comment as a man. I don't need to comment on a woman's makeup. Yeah, that's what I learned from that situation. And it wasn't even in a seedy way. All I was talking was academically and in my field of work and what I was seeing and experiencing at the time. And that's it, Angie.
Yeah.
I love my job. I love what I'm doing. Honestly, it fills my heart that I am a law-abiding citizen and I do nothing but great things in my community. And I'm glad that my people, my close people, are not even on this stinking app, because if they was, they'd be warring out for me every single night, and they don't need to.
Don't put Delusive for once have CA's back. But you've got to remember, I can't remember the video. It was a long time ago. I remember something like that, but I can't remember my opinions on it. I can't. So how can I have someone's back, or NJ's back, or CA's back if I can't remember the video?
Angie, it come back up this year when I was having a break off the app, when her and Devon had fallen out, and she tried to bring me up in some way. Even on my old phone, I've got that somewhere as well. Yeah. And Devon had said, listen, you've been spinning whatever for ages, and I'll be real, what you said on MJ, it wasn't even the truth. It was wrong. Yeah, and I got it shared to me. I come in the chat, I was furious, and everybody was like, oh, but he's had your back. Had my back. You should have had my back there and then, because you've allowed this woman to have some sort of smear campaign on me, didn't even back me when you know what she was saying was wrong. And then what pissed me off even more, Angie, is that it comes out that he's had allegations, like real allegations, like sat in and been questioned over stuff like that. He should know better. And that's why I don't rate Devon. I'll never ever rate Devon, because for every man to allow another man to have his name smeared all over this app, when you know what it's like for people to do that to you, tells me all I need to know about you.
Do you think you would ever make up with Devon or that?
No way, no way. Me and him are not cut from the same cloth. I tell you that now. We're not cut from the same cloth. I don't need to be on here like patronising and stroking my beard on here and thinking that I'm the man because I was on fucking EastEnders, you know.
Yeah, I do feel Devon, you know, he does come across quite patronising. And
he's already showed his colours when you hear him yesterday, roaring. Got no self-control. Anyway, Angie, it's been lovely. I'm going to have my cup of tea. You know what I mean? I'm going to have my munchies. I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to be an amazing teaching assistant, because that's what I was put on this earth to do, and interview. But yeah, I don't care if it's ruined the vibe, because that's what people wanted to do anyway. But you know what? The good vibe.
We finished the interview anyway, so even if they think they have, well, then that's fine. If you think you have, the interview is done anyway. So I think we had an amazing.
I enjoyed the interview. I think it was really good, and I feel like your followers have got to know you more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so keep
And
doing
I'm
your
glad you
thing.
didn't actually ask me about other creators because I would have just got into
No, other creators, how much you earn, all that crap, Angie, I don't care about that. Do you know what I mean? And that's personal, that's private stuff. Do you know what I mean? You keep that stuff to yourself. Because that's what people
I
ask.
think it would have
Oh,
just been
ask her
really
how much she earns. Ask her how much diamonds she's got. And I'm thinking, get out of here.
when people are asking you those questions.
Yeah, people was asking me to say. I said, no way. That's one thing as a host. Yeah, you need to learn as a host. Yeah, protect your people as well. Yeah, I was thinking about the Lins and Zion, and I think I didn't want to come across and try to cause anything, but I feel like it's good. You know what I mean? To have a little bit of, oh, did he really say that? So
Yeah, it's not private anyway. It's on TikTok, Leap. You know. Yeah. So
yeah,
people
but
can
no,
find
but
out what
still
people-
though, they'd probably want to hear it from, I was about to say the horse's mouth, from Angie's mouth, but that's not for me to say. Well, go on, I'll give you back your platform because that's the one thing that she hates
Thank
anyway.
you
That
so
you let me up
much.
here. You're
Thank
welcome.
you. I
man.
appreciate that. It was an amazing interview. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice night.
You too, NJ. See you later. Bye. Wow, I did waffle on a lot, guys. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm passionate. What can I say? But it was an amazing interview. I'm glad he didn't ask me about other creators, actually, because I think it would just been a bitching fest. You know what I mean? Wow, Chase on this. Wow, did you see what she said today? And it would just be boring. It's just rinse and repeat, and do you know what I mean? And you've heard it all before. Bloody hell, you've heard it for the past 5 years.